Hello guys, we've got wireless earbuds from a company called Xiaomi, and this particular thing is called Redmi Airdots S. I have to be upfront with you and I have to be honest with you. I wanted to order a second generation of these earbuds, but something went wrong along the lines whilst I was ordering them, and actually I've ordered the S model. So anyway, let's unbox it and let's see what comes inside. So it comes in this white and blue box. The second generation comes in white and red box. At the back you've got some specifications, and also the most important thing of them all is you've got this scratch stone, just so you can check that your product is actually authentic or not. So that's a big thumbs up, because I know that there's quite a few of those going on AliExpress where they are actually counterfeit, so you have to be careful with that. I'll leave the link down below, because this particular model I've ordered from the official Xiaomi seller on AliExpress, so you can follow that if you still want to buy those earbuds and purchase them to yourself. So what comes in the box is obviously the box itself, the AirPods or earbuds themselves. Then you got this little, quite thick manual in different languages. You also got a warranty card. You've got 3 silicone ear tips, interchangeable ear tips, and that's what you get for around about $14 to $15 US. So let's talk about these earbuds in more depth, and I'll tell you some of the figures. So on board of these earbuds you'll find a Bluetooth 5.0, which will allow you to use these earbuds around about 10 meters away from your phone, and that's including several walls in between, so the signal should stay strong. Also, you've got a waterproof rating on the board, which is IPX4. It doesn't really mean much. It just means that the case itself and the earbuds themselves are not afraid of random splashes. So for instance, if you find yourself under the rain, under the bad weather, or maybe you've been I don't know, washing dishes and all of a sudden there was a splash of water, whatever, these will be just fine, but you can't still submerge them in the water or anything like that. So IPX4 is just, you know, for random splashes. That's all you can expect. Each of the earbud weighs 4 grams and has got 40 milliamp battery on board, which will allow these earbuds to work continuously for around about 4 hours. That's provided that you're going to be listening to your music at 70 or 80% volume, not more than that, otherwise the battery will sort of run out quicker. The case itself got 300 milliamp battery inside, and that's sufficient enough to provide 12 hours of non-stop of listening of music, sort of thing. So the whole package altogether, including the earbuds and the case, weighs 35 grams, which isn't too much. So if we compare these two AirPods of the second generation, you can see that the Redmi Airdots S are slightly taller. They're obviously wider and thicker in every single way possible. The case itself is made out of plastic. It's not a very premium feeling plastic. I'd say it's cheap. The lid pops open. It's magnetic lid, but it's got a little locking mechanism. It stays open for you. The first big downside is the micro USB at the back. To be honest with you, I was expecting USB Type-C or Lightning or whatever it could be, but something a bit more modern than a USB Lightning connection. That's a bit appalling in my opinion. Inside of each earbud you'll find a driver, which is 7.2 millimeters, and the quality of these earbuds in terms of sound quality sits somewhere right in the middle. So it's not a very poor sound, however it's not a very impressive sound. So for instance, if you've seen my previous video about the Baseus earbuds, the Baseus would sit right at the top here with a really good quality of sound, and obviously a Redmi Airdots sits somewhere in the middle. So it's not bad, but it's not terrific. So to keep today's video as short as possible and informative as possible, what I'll do now is I'll throw some positives and negatives about these earbuds, and we'll take it from there. So let me start by positives. Positives would be, like I said, the sound is okay. It sits somewhere in the middle, so it's not terrible, but it's not great. It's in the middle. It will do for the $14 to $15 US. That will do. The other positive is whatever is been said. So for instance, if the manufacturer Xiaomi says that these earbuds will last 4 hours, they actually do last 4 hours. And if the case they say will last 12 hours, it will. So the battery consumption is right on the spot. However, these were the positives end. Unfortunately, we're going to have to jump onto negatives, and there are more negatives than positives about these earbuds. I was really looking forward to actually purchasing this because so many people reviewed this and so many people use these earbuds as something to sort of take off from. So for instance, when they're comparing other more expensive earbuds or earphones, you know, they always would say, but what about Redmi Airdots and things like that? So I thought to myself, you know, at this point I have to order one of those. So I have. So the first thing that really upset me, it's the dropouts from Bluetooth. So these were connected to my iPhone 11. We also tried it on Android. We also tried it on different phones. And I've experienced quite a few dropouts. And what I mean is when you listen to the music, there would be like a hiccup. For a fraction of a second, the sound would disappear completely, then it would come back. I've also noticed that if you bring your hand anywhere near your face, so for instance, near your ear, near your cheek, the connection between two also gets lost. The other biggest downside to these earbuds was when you finished, when you're done with them, you just want to pop them back. First thing I've noticed is that you really have to persuade them to go back to their charging spaces, like you can see there. You really have to sort of make sure that they're in there, and even when they were completely in there and they showed signs of charging and the lid was shut, I found that on several occasions these earbuds stayed connected to my phone and I had to go manually into Bluetooth settings and actually disconnect them like that. So that's a big downside for me. Also, the silicone ear tips that come in the package, in my opinion, they are of a poor quality. So immediately straight out of the box, you're probably going to have to change them for something better than that. Like I said, the micro USB at the back, that's just appalling. In 2020, well, actually we're knocking on 2021 now, this is just unacceptable. You can't have that. And last but not least, it's the controls of the earbuds that I was not really happy with, because although this is not a sensor buttons, these are the physical buttons you have to press. When you press it once, obviously it stops your music playing or resumes your music playing. Double tap for no good reason whatsoever actually brings you out your voice assistant. I really wasn't looking forward to that. I thought the double tap would actually skip track forward to backwards. No, that's not the case. You're actually gonna get your voice assistant to pop up. It doesn't matter which earbud you press. And also 3 taps, like 3 presses on the button would, I think what it does, I think it activates the gaming mode on or off. So overall, not really impressed. But what we'll do now is I'm gonna switch to a microphone test so you can listen to what the microphone sounds like. There's only one microphone in these two and it's located in the left earbud, not in the right earbud, as you will hear in a second. This is a quick microphone test for Redmi Airdots S, and as you can hear, that's how the voice sounds in a quiet environment, and I'm speaking sort of in a normal manner. And if I tap on the right earbud, nothing happens because there is no microphone there. Microphone is only installed on the left earbud, and when I tap on it, you can hear it quite clearly. So yeah, that's the result. Right guys, so now that you've heard how the microphone works, obviously you made up your mind, you know whether you still want to buy these or not. What I'll say is there are quite a few people written it down in the comments on AliExpress whilst obviously purchasing this product that this is the last pair of Redmi Airdots that were actually good for their price, because the second generation sounds worse, it sounds quieter and all those things. So in effect, this is the triumph of Xiaomi Redmi Airdots. So the S model should be one of the best. However, as you probably sort of gathered so far, in my opinion, it's something that is really not worth paying you money for because of all those things that I've mentioned. Poorly designed, I don't like the plastic, I don't like the micro USB, I don't like the fact that the Bluetooth drops out, I don't like the fact that these stay connected even though I said not to be connected anymore because I pushed them back really hard and I shut the lid. However, they stay connected to my phone. It's really annoying. So because I'm not willing to deal with these, what I've done is I've pre-packed them and I've actually sold them and they are going elsewhere. Someone else can have fun with them if they want to, but this is definitely not my cup of tea. Personally, I'm not recommending them for a purchase, but I'm gonna leave the link down below to an official seller so that you don't get tricked into buying a fakes anyway. So yeah, I hope this video has been helpful guys. If you liked it, leave your thumbs up. Leave your comments down below, make sure you subscribe. And I have to say absolutely huge thank you to all of those 300 subscribers that subscribe to this channel. Really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll do my best to continue in the same manner, and I'll bring more videos, and as long as you can suggest some of the things that you want to see, I'm more than happy to throw them in as well. So yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one.